believing in Risalah, believing in the angels. All these things you need to know about the Prophet ﷺ. What do you believe about the Prophet ﷺ? Is the Prophet ﷺ rule or not rule? Was he human like me and you? Was he extraordinary human? These are things that you need to know, because outside on the street, there's a lot of people who brainwash you. They say, no, that masjid, they do too much dhikr, they do this, they do this, they do this. And you need to know why you do what you do. You need to know about your religion. For against Muslims and for non-Muslims. So you educate them. And when you get this understanding and foundation of your religion, this understanding of Islam, there's no point having knowledge if you do not act upon knowledge. Sayyidina Imam Ali Ujwiri, Data Ganj Bakhsh, Ali Ujwiri rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, a great Imam who lived around 1,000 years ago. He is buried in Lahore, in Pakistan. He was one of the greatest Sufiya of his time, one of the greatest spiritual masters in his era, in his decade, in his age, in that time, the elders who are sitting here, they know who he is. They know about Data Sahib rahmatullahi ta'ala. Sayyidina Imam Ali al-Ujwiri rahmatullahi. He used to say, a man who has knowledge but does not act upon it is like a donkey with books on its back. And all it's doing is going around the mill. He's got knowledge, he has the books, but it's on his back, not in his mind. He doesn't act on the knowledge. So what you learn now from me, from the other imams and scholars that will come tomorrow, what you learn from your teachers, now that you've heard me, and you've understood what I'm saying, now you have to act upon this. And when you have acted upon this, and then you become in a position of authority, you become responsible, you begin to educate people around you. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nar. O you who believe, protect yourself and your families from the hellfire. And what does that mean? As in Abdullah ibn Abbas. Anyone know who Abdullah ibn Abbas is? No. No. That was Hazrat Abbas. I said Abdullah ibn Abbas. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas. The word ibn or bin in the Arabic language means son of. So if I'm saying Abdullah, the son of Abbas, what does that make Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas of the Prophet ﷺ? Cousin brother. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas is the cousin brother of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He was very young when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam passed away. He was around 13 years old. Very young, very young. But the knowledge he had of Islam, not even some of the senior companions had his knowledge. You know why? One day Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam went to relieve themselves. And as they were relieving themselves, a bowl of water was put next to them, near them. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam returned and asked, Man wada'a hadha? Who placed this bowl of water here? And they said, Ya Rasulullah ibn Ammik, your nephew, your cousin brother, Abdullah, the son of Abbas. Ibn means son, Am means uncle, your uncle, the son of your uncle, your cousin brother. They said, call Abdullah to me. And then Abdullah ibn Abbas came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam hugged Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Abbas. And they said, Oh Allah, bestow the understanding and the interpretation of the Quran into the heart of Abdullah ibn Abbas. Give him the knowledge of the Quran. Let him become the master of the Quran. And after that time, the ulama, right, the scholars have written that Abdullah ibn Abbas is the habru hadhihi al-ummah. He is one of the greatest, if not the greatest scholar, the greatest academic in the ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he was a master of Quranic exegesis. He was a master of tafsir of the Quran. And this Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala an, when doing the tafsir of this ayat, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. He said, how are you going to protect yourself and your family from the hellfire? With the truth of knowledge. You study, you do ilm of the Quran and the Sunnah, you study about Islam. You go to school for 6 hours, what do they teach you? Maths, English, science, history, geography, PE, all these subjects. And you know so much. You know how to do 2 plus 2. You know how to do 10 times 10. You know how to do algebra, geometry. You know how to do all these things. But when it comes to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you do not know his life. When it comes to Shakespeare and doing poetry and doing English literature, you know everything. You have to do it for GCSEs. Can you remember you did it for GCSEs? Macbeth. You remember Macbeth? Of Mice and Men. That's another one that you have to do. You know, you remember all these, but when it comes to Quran and Sunnah, how many of you know who the Al-Khulafa al-Rashidun are? Who are the 4 great companions? Who are the 4 laws of Rasulullah Islam, the 4 beloved best friends of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Who are they? Sayyidina Abu Bakr, Sayyidina Umar Farooq, Hazrat Usman Zul Nurayn, and Hazrat Ali al-Murtada. Radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'een. Allah be pleased with them all. They were the best friends of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And you need to know this. Because if you cannot follow Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam sunnah, you follow the Sahaba sunnah. Because they were direct students. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ لِمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو اللَّهَ وَالْيَوْمَ الْآخِرَ. Allah Almighty in the Quran said, most certainly, for you in the Messenger of Allah Almighty, in the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the best role model, best example. And who was the best mirror image? You know, when you look into the mirror, what do you see? Yourself. Who was the mirror image of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The companions. Whatever Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam did, the companions did the very same thing. Today, right now, who do you follow? Do you show a mirror image of the Prophet ﷺ? Or do you follow Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo? Do you follow them? Do you embody them? Do you show their sunnah? Do you show their way of life? You walk like them, talk like them, think your bad like them? Yeah, you do all that. Why not do the Prophet ﷺ? So what you learn, you have to act upon. That's the key. That's the key to Islam. Because Allah Almighty on the Day of Judgment is going to see your a'mal, your actions. What did you do? How many good deeds? Every time you do a good deed, you know these angels that sit on your shoulder, what are they called? Kiramun Katibin. These are 2 angels, they have registers. You can't see them, but he's here next to me. If I flicked him, he wouldn't fall off, don't worry. They sit here on our shoulders. You can't imagine, we can't even think. But they write down every single thing you do. Everything. And then on the Day of Judgment, you know, like you watch a movie. Allah Almighty is going to replay your whole life's movie. And now watch this movie, you're the actor. Let's see what you used to do. And then every single thing you're going to watch on the Day of Judgment, everything in front of you. I did this, I did this. Oh, did I do this? You don't realize, but Allah is watching everything you do. And Allah Almighty has sent these angels to write down everything you do. And then tomorrow Allah will ask you, did you do this? Did you swear at him? Did you fight him? Did you go with that girl? Did you spend time in haram places? Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you lie? Did you sit in the masjid and mess about? Did you disrespect your parents? What are you going to say? No, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Then Allah Almighty will say, close his mouth. Close his mouth. Let his hands speak. Then your hands will begin to speak. Let his eyes speak. Let his feet speak. Let his body speak. Let the ground speak. Let everything else speak. Today you cannot speak. And then that ground will say, yeah, he used to walk on me and he used to think he was bad. He used to walk on me thinking he owned this dunya. He used to mess around, he stole things with his hands. Your hands going to say, yeah, you made me steal. He used to look at haram, yeah, the eyes will say he looked at haram. He used to listen to haram music. The ears will say he listened to music. You're going to say, no, I didn't do that. Then Allah Almighty says, yeah, look. Remember this time when you were in the dunya? You'll say, yes, I remember now. Or do you remember? What are you going to do about it? Oh, what can I do? Ya Allah, you're merciful. Allah Almighty is just, very just. He's al-adil. He's the just one. And He will be just how He treats you. He will be very just. If you go against Allah Almighty, He's going to punish you. And if you do what Allah Almighty says, He will reward you. And if you still mess around, you never know, Allah Almighty might still forgive you. This is all up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're in this dunya at this moment in time, you are going through an exam. This is your exam. You're going through an examination. From the day you're born till the day you die. Every single thing is written for you. And everything they're writing down what your choice is. You can choose to walk towards a nightclub or a pub. You can choose to walk towards a masjid. You can choose to go and do haram. You can choose to go and do good. Entirely up to you. You choose. So this is very important that you understand. I've touched on many little issues here. Many things that you can relate to. Key, I will ask you at this age, ask yourself who's your role model. Who do you look up to? Who do you want to be like? And then work towards being like that person. Put him in front of you in your life and say, I want to be like him. Whether it's a gangster, whether it's a footballer, whether it's a pop star, whether it's a sahabi, whether it's a companion of the Prophet, whether it's the Prophet ﷺ, whether it's awliya, ulama, sulaha, whether it's pious people, whether it's your local imam, whoever it may be, you now decide and choose who you want to follow. And then all your life you try to follow him. And I hope that you choose good people. I hope you choose to follow people who are going to benefit you, that will help you in this dunya, and that will help you in the akhirah. Not those people who will only help you here, make you feel good now, and when you die, you will have to suffer on your own. And you will be the hellfire with them, sadly. So you need to decide and choose. I don't want to go any longer. 45 minutes have flown by. And, I'll finish it here. I could talk about so many things to you, so many things. And, I could go on all night, but I don't want to. You guys can go and chill out, relax. We've done a bit of studying. In 1 hour, you should do 15 minutes of studying, 10 minutes of relaxing. 15 minutes studying, 10 minutes relaxing. Get into a habit of doing something like this. Always do dhikr. You're sitting in this masjid, make niyyah. Nawaitu sunnatul i'tiqaf. Sunnatul i'tiqaf. I intend the sunnah i'tiqaf of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So everything you do in the masjid, you will be rewarded for it. Everything you do. There are tasbihs here, pick a tasbih. Set yourself a target that in 24 hours, I want to read 10,000 times the Rushi for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Have a competition. You will read 500 times, 500, 500, 500. You're in the masjid, you read the first chapter, second, third, one Quran, all of you finish together. Set these targets, then chill out, have a laugh, crack a joke or two, then go back to reading the Quran again. Sit with, Alama Sahib who is here, Imam Ahmad Sahib, sit with him, he's a scholar, perfectly knowledgeable of the deen. Sit with them, study, he speaks the English language. Any questions you have about your deen, ask them. Ask me if you have questions. Other imams will come, any questions you have, write your question down, ask them. Now you have a chance to ask your questions. Anything that you need to ask about. This is what you need to do. Make this time in the masjid productive. Spend a good time in the masjid. So when you go back out there, you say, I love the mosque. It was so peaceful. I enjoyed it. I'm out there, it's messed up here. So try to do this. Try to act upon what I've said. Allah give us tawfiq. If you've got any questions you want to ask, you can ask me. I'll give you about 5 minutes.